Hey Flosstube, it's Dina here with a quick update. And this is mainly for the Facebook group Soulful Stitching Sisters. And they are starting a Year of Whips challenge, October the 1st to end of December 2017. And so rather than starting a bunch of new projects, you are challenged to finish a bunch of projects. So I dug through my projects and I was pleasantly surprised I didn't have as many as I thought I had. So one of our tasks is to share what our projects are, and that helps hold us accountable to finishing them. And during that year, we can actually start new projects, but our challenge is to finish these whips that we've got. So if you're one of my Flosstube subscribers, you've seen some of these probably. And so one of my first ones that I want to finish is Brooke's Books Alice in Wonderland series. And I had opted to only do 4 of the characters. She has 12 in the series. And so I have done the Mad Hatter, and I am working on Alice, who still doesn't have any eyes. So I've got to do the bottom border of Alice, and then I've got room for 2 more of the characters. So I think I'm going to do the Queen of Hearts and the Cheshire Cat. And so that's that one. I really like these. They come together at the end when you do the back stitching. They look fantastic. Sort of weird up until then, and then all of a sudden the back stitching makes them pop. So I've got to finish Alice, which won't take very long, and then the 2 new characters. When I was cleaning out my closet, I found Quaker Diamonds. Beautiful pattern. And I have done this much, so I've got a lot of work to do on that. I have all the floss. It's fantastic fabric, great pattern. So I would love to get that one done. All right, this one I haven't started yet, but I have bought this magazine at least 3 times. I bought it the first time when it initially came out in 1991. So my baby boy was 2 years old at that point, and fell in love with this pattern inside. Didn't make it. Or bought the book off of eBay, or bought the magazine off eBay another time. Didn't make it, sold it, lost it, whatever. Finally bought it again, and by God, I'm going to do it this time. It is the Santas of Fable and Fantasy. I absolutely adore this pattern. So I think when I first started, I only used Ada, and the thought of all those half stitches on Ada terrified me. Did not want to do that. So now I'm a big girl and know that there's something other than Ada out there. And so I have some beautiful linen here. And so as long as I've got this bad boy started by October 1st, it can count as one of my whips. So at least 1 stitch will be in there. I would love to get this done. This is my lifetime dream, is to get this baby done. So that's one of them. Another one that I fell in love with a few years ago at a local stitch store before it closed was by Bright Needle. And I don't know that you can buy anything by them anymore, but it's this dollhouse pattern. I just thought it was so sweet. Always wanted a dollhouse, never had one. And so I actually started it, and I guess this was back when I only had this not very nice piece of Ada. And I stitched these bricks from the bottom of it. So I didn't get very far. Those little bricks down there. And now that I'm looking at this morning, when I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, I think the fabric is turned wrong. Like I've got these stripes going up and down, and I think if it's a house, it should go that way. I don't know. So it's Ada. It probably cost me $2 at Walmart. I don't know. Cheap. So I'm going to dig into my stash, find something better than this, restart it before October 1st, and that is going to be another one of mine. Because I do have another pattern by Bright Needle. I don't see it down there. It's called the Sewing Room, which I would love to do too, but I haven't even started it. So Dollhouse is, I guess, number 3. My Song of the Season by Little House Needleworks. might be backwards again. And so I have started it. I've got it on my scroll rod with Q-snaps. It's whatever I have that'll fit this thing together. So I've done the top. So would love to get this one finished. So that might be 4 or 5. My cute little kitten from Dimensions. I think this is going to be my project over this next week when I'm on fall break and I'm doing some traveling. I think this is going to be my travel project. I just love his eyes. Look at this way. Beautiful, beautiful. So it's a quick and, throw that in my suitcase. Let's see, some others. Oh, yeah. I've got the entire Country Cottage Needleworks Santa's Village. There's one, got all 12 of them. And I started it back in the day and got this far. Don't know how I got so distracted so quickly. And so I think my plan is going to, since there's 12 months, I think I'm going to try to do one a month starting in January. Or maybe I'll start earlier so that I can frame it up and finish it by Christmas of 2017. So there's 12 of those. My chatelaine, which is beautiful but bores me to tears because I don't like to do it the same thing over and over, and you've got to do everything 4 times. So I've got to finish that one. This Mill Hill kit that I don't know when I bought. This gingerbread house. Again, easily distracted. I got that far. So need to finish this one. And I like the Mill Hill kits. Don't know why I didn't do that one. And this one, I'm so close. Maybe I can get my rear in gear and finish this before Halloween. So it's the Haunted Library. Got this far. Pretty close. I could get that done pretty quick. Maybe I should take that on my trip. Nah, bees don't travel well on an airplane. So there we go. Wow. There's a couple of other little random things. Sorry for ducking onto the floor. This Ornament of the Month from Little House Needleworks. I have every single one of theirs. I signed up for some block of the month type thing where every month I got sent the linen and the beads and whatever. So I have all of these waiting to be done. And I have that much finished. It should be fairly quick. And then the project that I am in love with right now, except for the waffle stitch, which I don't know how to do. So it is my Pumpkin Patch Farm, and it is on my new frame, which is a fantastic frame. I'll have to do a video about that. So this is what I've got going. And I'm stuck on this waffle stitch down here, which I don't know. Can't figure that out quite so much. But I love, 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 love this one. This is my favorite thing I've done in a long time. So anyway, that's it. That's the lineup. 2017, December. Hopefully they will all be done. So happy stitching. Good luck to all the other participants.